What is up everyone, Texodus here, and we are back for the final episode of the Brewmaster part of this journey. And if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I'm currently doing a challenge where I'm taking every tank to mythic plus 10 on every seasonal dungeon. The only changes from last episode is that I have crafted a ring and I've also got a myth chest in the vault. And I decided to keep this one as it is because it has the equip. Taking shadow damage has a chance to increase your leech by 117 for 12 seconds. And since the pants that I had weren't really too good for me, so I decided to catalyst the pants to keep my force hit and still keep the bonus from the myth chest here. So the only thing we have left to do on the monk for this challenge is to get Pit of Saron to 10. So I'm gonna get a group started and I'll see you in the dungeon. Here we are at Pit of Saron plus 10. Let's see, I applied to a group with 3 feral druids and then they decided to invite a Mistweaver monk to heal as well. So we are 5 leather users and 2 classes. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. There we go. I had forgotten to zoom out my camera because I did a dungeon earlier today where I did seat, and the room with the last boss there is so small I have to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, mid pull there I popped my fortifying brew, the big defensive, just so I could do the entire pull without having to worry too much about my HP there. And these guys are doing quite a lot of damage here. I'm even past one of them. So I'm not sure if this is a pre-made with 3 feral druids. That would be pretty funny. There we go. I'm gonna try something slightly different to what I have and pull the 2 enforcers instead of the Grave Blade, because the Grave Blades are so freaking tanky. They're always left alone alive, I feel like, after every pull they're part of. Oh yeah, I need to remember to use detox here as well. Let's see, as soon as my health bar here goes a little bit orange in the bottom. We do also have this weekly affix. Salatat spawns those little caster things. And something great with Brewmaster is the leg sweep that stuns everything within a 10 yard radius. Yeah. So that one's been very nice. Okay. Healer wants us to do bigger pulls. Then we go for bigger pulls. A few defensives here. Also gonna. There we go. Pull the Grave Blade into this. Plunge Talon is gone. We have an Icy Blast. Someone got it. That's perfect. I am stood in too much shit and I got stuck at this big ass candle. I'm gonna pop my defensive here again. This is quite a big group. A lot of debuffs. I need to remember to detox. Yeah, now my detox is on cooldown. Have Icy Blast going again. There we go. Someone is taking care of those affixes. Hold my leg sweep there to get the last one I could see. But yeah, these guys mean business. Okay, yeah, the last feral druid has caught up to me now. Maybe he was just late into the first pull or something. Oh, come on, Grave Blade. Maybe we could just bring him with us. Into this pull here. Someone got the cadaver cast there. Or the Arcanist cadaver. I did not have my kick. Yeah, okay, we survived it. No issue at all, really. See, it's gonna be interesting to see if this might even be an even faster run than the Pit of Saron I did on the warrior. on 10. Wait for everything to spawn and then pull the leg sweep. And yeah, we have yet another Graveblade in here. That is left alive, so... Just double checking healer's mana, he's doing okay. A detox here. I'll boop that guy in a little bit closer, see if anyone else is able to pick him there. Or we just slow and steady make our way over to him. That also works. Send my burst of chi there. Yeah, I just turned a little bit so I wouldn't send it into the laborers. They're very easy to kill and don't deal a lot of damage, so it wouldn't have been too bad, but it's not that like we need it, so. Sent the Touch of Death there into the Lich. Someone's talking to that guy. That is perfect. And then we just pull everything up to here. Oh, someone took care of that affix. I didn't even pay attention to that, if I'm honest. Plunge Talon. It seems like they have some kind of way to get rid of being stuck. I have leveled and geared a Guardian Druid as well, but I honestly can't remember all the defensives and getting out of trouble spells for it. It's not really that you need it outside of the endgame content either, so. And we're gonna pull all of these together. There we go. I thought I had another Keg Smash to throw at the Necrolite, but it was on cooldown. I kicked the wrong thing there. I had to go for a stun, maybe someone else can... No. Yeah, we live it, no problem. With this amount of damage, then maybe we're not in too much trouble. And I'm just targeting the Graveblade here just to get a little bit of extra prio damage in there. With a little tanky boy. I do not have a stun. Nope, someone else took care of that. That's perfect, and Touch of Death on that guy. Grabbing the boss. I do like starting at this corner, I'm just so used to it. So I'm gonna decide to pull him over here. Didn't get all the way over here. Wreck this one. Okay, he says break mine. Then sure.
Watch your step.
Do that. Jump over here. And hide behind the rock.
Break line of sight.
And then we just stand here during the cast. Keep going in a line now. Okay.
Watch your feet.
Maybe that is a good way of doing this.
Watch your feet.
Yeah. Okay, then we're gonna break this one.
Target you.
Someone's taking care of affix, I hope.
Watch
Yep.
your step. Watch your feet.
Watch out for this damage.
Watch your feet.
Oh, I don't think I was completely in this safe there.
Break line of sight.
But yeah, the way I have been playing this with my group is we place them next to each other, break one, and stand behind the other, and then you can just line them up in a pair, or in pairs. That's worked out pretty well, then you don't have to move as much. And you keep them quite packed on top of each other. Just stand here and break this one.
Watch your step.
Oh, I think someone stood on top of me there. Shit happens.
Break line of sight.
Ah. Okay, that's too bad. Are we able to? Nope. I was hoping we would be able to deal damage there.
Watch
I'm
your
gonna
feet.
chance this, take some damage. And
Target you.
do we not have any combat rest? Yeah, there we go.
Watch your step.
Place him behind this rock, so now we know it should be this one. Feel like that's the
Break line of sight.
that's the trouble when you get into this area. You're never quite sure which skull this spell is gonna come out from. Okay, so we go over here for the next set. Not quite sure why I pulled my breath of fire there.
Target you.
So I was nowhere near him.
Watch your step. Watch your
With that,
feet.
jump over here.
Break line of sight.
Yeah. In my opinion, this felt like a messier way to deal with the rocks. I know we had a little mishap there in the beginning, but I feel like this is more moving around.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
At least if you ask me. So. That one goes a little bit closer, then we're gonna destroy the close one first. Then we have plenty of space without these pools of goop. And there we go. Okay, a little bit messy, but that's gonna have to be okay. Let's see if we can pull these any further. We are gonna have to talk to this guy though, so maybe we just deal with this group. Because yeah, when the healer told me to pull more, that kind of screwed a little bit with my idea of the route in this dungeon. So I usually pull the group that's over here that I took with the dragon and stuff before the boss. I usually bring that group into these ones. It's quite a few casts, but it's worked out pretty well, I would say. Just gonna ping this to make sure someone gets it. Perfect. And drop that one just so we can bring these up. But yeah, when we had two casts in the last group, the two casters, I feel like it's just so much work to bring them over here, and then someone has to go back to get the little labor or alliance captive. So we did a smaller pull over there, and that's just gonna have to be fine, I guess. I'm gonna stun because I saw the nether burst from the cadaver there, and he's dead before he gets another cast off. Perfect. Oh, I'm getting my add-on errors here, and it goes crazy as soon as I mouse over my enemies. I've had this happen since the reset yesterday. I guess everyone has had that same problem, so I'm just gonna try my best not to mouse over too much, because this error sound is not the most fun to listen to, I guess. So I apologize in advance for the annoying audio there, but I'll do my best not to trigger it too much. I usually play with right click active at all times, so I use that so much for my own movement. Yeah, I think I'll place my cursor out here and it's not gonna accidentally go over enemies. And we're on to Icken Crick. Okay, we have Crick there.
Cool on you.
Now, drop off the pool in the corner. Oh, that was a death bolt coming through.
Watch your step.
We also get the affix. Yeah, that's gonna be over there. Another death bolt coming out.
Watch your feet.
Over there to clear the affix.
Watch your feet.
Oh. I forgot about the pool there. thought I had a little bit more time. Okay, at least it's not centered over Crick here, so it's not the worst. Okay, those little pools did that for us instead. Ah well. Okay, I take back what I said before. I don't think we're gonna 3-star this like we did with the warrior. I think all of these feral druids are probably very, very strong in AoE. I mean, we have seen that, but I think in single target they're a bit more limited. I'm not sure if that was another death bolt that came through on the last feral druid there as well. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to touch the edge there. Touch of death on that guy. Oh. Okay. My pools are not on point.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Yeah. We're not very lucky with deaths in boss fights. Which isn't very nice when we're already slightly limited on single target damage, but shouldn't be an issue to time it still. We're just gonna have to accept it. And this is kind of what I like about the style of my videos, where I do go quite like uncut. You do get to see all the mistakes. And like I said in the last video, I've been very, very lucky with basically all the 10s I've run. I've had great groups. And then you do get groups where you do have to struggle a little bit, where you do get some deaths here and there. And yeah, that's just part of the journey. Really. Okay, I'm gonna take care of the affix. There we go. That shade of Crick again. Now I'm gonna try and keep it an eye on the pool there. And we get the freaking errors. I'm gonna go over here and interrupt one of those casts. Pop my little cow. Getting the pool. Trying my best to pay attention to it. And we're back in time to interrupt another death bolt. That is a nice thing when you play this as the warrior. If you're targeted by the death bolt, you can spell reflect it, and it deals a lot of damage to the boss. So either if you're tank or DPS, doesn't matter. As long as you spell reflect it. Yeah. I'm starting to feel kinda done with this boss right now. We should be able to just, even if we get into the death bolt phase here again, we should be okay. We just burst the boss down. We're at 2%. Can we even get him before? Not quite. There we go. Just gonna... Oh, I didn't mean to do all caps there. I'll do a little reload just to see if my add-ons stop fucking up. Come on. There we go. Well, they didn't want to wait. Okay, dude. Oh. Okay, this healer is a little bit toxic. But, like I said, it's part of the journey. You do get these groups sometimes. We had some great traction in the beginning, and then, yeah, it's not been great ever since. Like, the first few pulls were great, really. But, yeah, it's gone downhill from there. Okay, this healer really can't be bothered to wait, I guess. Okay, we're gonna interrupt that so we can go over to these guys. The Lich is gonna stop to cast as well. Okay, Jesus Christ. There we go. I was just waiting for the new cast on the Blade Bringer there, so I could interrupt it. I don't understand why people are so frickin' stressed out in dungeons. Like, sure, it's fun to do more than just time the dungeon, but no need to get like this. Okay, usually I would wait there to do that group separately, but yeah, they're just gonna have to run to me so I can get aggro. And if we can place these over here, we can go past a Ring of Peace that guy so we can interrupt him. Someone did. No? Maybe someone just shoved him a little bit. I just want to get the caster further up here. There we go. So yeah, with the warrior I did just fine to 3-star this with the route I had, so whatever complaint the healer has, I don't feel like I'm to blame. Oh, did I mess up that one? No, I think it still dropped over there, even though it looked like it came with me like halfway through that roll. This ice giant is just so freaking tanky as well. And yeah, I think all of us here are slightly limited when it comes to single target. I'll just get him. There we go. Jesus Christ, this healer is stressed the fuck out. Like, sure, it's nice to get the RP started and stuff. I'm not even sure if the RP is started when we defeat the ice giant or if we actually have to trigger it to get out here. Let him knock me back over here. I kind of forgot about the knockback until DBM told me.
Watch your step.
Someone got most of the affix there. I got the last 3, I think. They're just gonna pop cooldowns whenever they're available. Just get through this and get away from this group, honestly. Or not so much the group, mostly just the healer. But if that's how he likes to play the game, then so be it. At the end of the day, it is just a game. But people do seem to forget that sometimes. And I do not really have a lot of AoE at the moment to get aggro. There we go. I did not have my kick there either. And a touch of death. The last, or the only. The caster, the Scourge, Plague, Scourge Spreader, Plague Spreader. You know what I mean. But yeah, the fact that we have 2 of the DPSs are basically neck to neck with me in single target is a little bit rough.
Back.
Especially on one of the dungeons that have four bosses. I screwed up the knockback
Watch
there
your step.
a little bit. And like I'm glad to admit if I'm ever wrong or if I made a mistake in a dungeon. So, and like I said on the last boss, like I messed up the little poison pool a few times,
Knocking back.
even. So. There we go. Got a little bit stuck in the mid-air, felt like.
Ads coming.
We managed to get all the other ones. And someone interrupted. The keg smash in as soon as everything's gathered
Watch your
here.
step.
I'll make sure I interrupted there. So pull the stun. There we go. Perfect. That wasn't was nowhere near a new record, but no gear. I feel like I'm very unlucky with gear in the videos with the monk. But oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this group in Hearthstone. Well, that was an interesting way to finish off the Brewmaster part of this journey, because that healer was stressed out. But I still had a pretty decent run, I'd say. And I did reach out to two of the druids in their group after just to say GG, because I don't feel like they did anything wrong. And that turned out to be a brother, a sister, and their mom playing together. So that was really, really cool. And they were very, very sweet when I spoke to them as well. So that was a pretty good way to finish it off anyway. Even if the healer was the way he was. But, you know, that's how it is with some people. That's how they like to play the game, and yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is just a game. So, you know, just enjoy it, have fun in the way that you like it. And then not everyone's going to agree on you or agree with you on that, but, you know, that's how it is. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming along on this journey, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be doing Guardian Druid next, because I got that recommended from my main man, Dirty Dan, who's been following along this journey all along. So a little bit of a shout out to you too, my man. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'd see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.